charger?
They don't. These at the moment, they can buy an optional charger, but you haven't got that at the moment. So at the moment, they're just standard AA batteries.
Sure.
So 2 AA batteries, you get about 8 to 10 hours battery life out of a pair of decent quality AA's. So you will get a reasonable amount, and it does tell you the battery level on here and on the screen. So not too bad for that. We've got a touch screen up here, and we've got an identical touch screen over in the bar. They both work the same. The only difference is the one at the bar has the ability to lock this one if you don't want people fiddling with it. But they always show the same thing unless this one's locked. And once you lock it from the bar, you can't unlock it from here at all. You have to go back over to the bar to unlock it.
So what does that look like when it's locked?
I'll show you in a little bit. We'll go over to the bar, we'll lock it and come back over here and show you. But it basically just is a black screen with a lock on it, and it says, please control AV system from bar or something along those lines. And then we've got a couple of inputs down here. So we've got a VGA input for your older computers, and then the normal HDMI input, which is the preferred option. There's also another HDMI input over at the bar, and a connection that you can plug in an MP3 player or a phone to play music over at the bar as well. And then we've got the TV, and obviously speakers throughout the room. So, what we'll do, we'll start with this one and we'll go to the bar at the end. Screen normally looks like this, Trinity logo, touchscreen start AV system. And so, as it says, you touch the screen to start the AV system. This is the layout, and the button in the bar will be showing exactly the same as this at the moment. So, a few things you've got, down the side here you've got select an input, and you've got all the input sources there. So it's got the off source, which is no source at the moment, which is what it should be on. This is still, I'm still ironing out the last few bugs in this because I've only just loaded it up. So when you start it, it should automatically start in off. Then you've got front HDMI, bar HDMI, front VGA, which is the older connection.
The blue one.
And then the TV, because there is also free-to-air TV. We don't have Foxtel at the moment, just free-to-air TV.
We'll get there.
And then down the bottom here, you've got microphone 1 and 2. That's where it shows up when the microphone's turned on. So if I turn this microphone on now, which just has an on-off switch, as soon as it's registered, it'll show up as microphone 1.
There we go.
And that shows you it's got full bars of battery. You can talk into that.
Testing.
Yep. If I turn it off, it cuts out straight away.
You YouTube this if we forget.
That's the idea.
So you've got the two microphones there, microphone 1 and 2. What we will do is I'll print some labels on these to say microphone 1 and microphone 2 as well.
Can both work at the same time?
They can both work at the same time.
Wow. Like if we're rappers.
Yeah.
Two.
Or you know, you can have one behind the bar and one at the person presenting, and you know, call last drinks and all that. A few other things you've got around the side here. So along the top, you've got the audio levels button. That brings up the ability to change the volume of the microphones and things like that. You've got auxiliary input, which is currently red. That's the music coming from the bar. That's the MP3 phone input at the bar. If you touch it, it'll turn green, means it's on. Touch it again, turn red, it means it's off.
Right.
Shutdown, obviously, at the top here. You can also hit the power button here, but it won't shut down straight away. It'll ask you, are you sure you want to shut down, in case you accidentally touch it. And then on the side here is the volume level, with a volume up and volume down, but you can also just use the up and down buttons on the side here, which are a little bit easier, and a mute button as well. Now, that volume meter down the side just does the volume of whatever your AV source is. It doesn't change the volume of the microphones. So you can mute this sound, and it'll mute the sound from your laptop or from the TV, and you can still use the microphones over the top. If you want to change the volumes of the microphones, or the music coming from the bar, that's what the audio levels button is for. And you touch that, it brings up here, it's got the radio microphone and the auxiliary input, and again, it's just up, down, and mute, the same as before. Everything will reset its volumes every time you turn the system on. So if someone else has muted it or turned it really low or whatever, you shut it down, turn it back on, it's all going to go back to default. So you can't get messed up by what someone else has done beforehand. So likewise with the radio mic, if I go back into audio levels here, I'll wait for this to show up on the screen. So I'm talking into the radio mic now. If I hit the mute button, now it doesn't come through. And if I unmute it, I can turn it up and I'll be louder through there, or I can turn it down as well. And again, if I leave that, even if I turn that all the way down now, The next time I turn the system off and back on again, it's going to go back up to the normal level. So when you touch audio levels,
how will that differentiate between two microphones?
there is only one volume for the two microphones,
right,
so,
okay.
but they're exactly the same microphone as each other, so,
So if
it
you
just
adjust
does
the
the
volume
volume
on one, you adjust the volume on the other at the same time?
yes. So once you're in audio levels, if you just touch it again, it closes back, or if you touch any other button, it'll close back again as well. So to turn the TV on, all you have to do is select the display device. So we'll use the TV display device for the meantime.
Wow, look at that.
And that should turn the TV on. It does take about 15 seconds, but we should be turning on at the moment. And you'll notice here,
Stage of alarms.
we turn it on. No, we're not turning on just yet. Sorry, this is where I'm.
Wow, too early.
This is still ironing out the bugs. We're going green yet?
Going green,
Yeah. So that'll turn on the TV, and it'll bring up the TV tuner picture, and we should get the sound from the TV. Now, on the TV page, sorry?
The sound, did you have to turn it on?
It should turn on automatically. There's still those things that I'm fixing up. So again, here we can change channel. We can swipe through pages of different channels, and that'll have all the channels labelled there, and it should end up with little icons. I'm still trying to get the icons on there, but at minimum it has a label of every channel. So if I go to ABC Me, goes to ABC Me. Channel 7, it'll go to channel 7. Yep, you just swipe across, and it'll have, I'm sort of add the rest of them, but it'll have every free-to-air channel except for the shopping channels. We don't even bother putting them on.
We could go right left and then push the plus and minus and go up and down the channels?
No, this is plus to add more channels to it,
Oh, okay.
because I still haven't added them all. So,
You swipe for the channel.
yeah. Now, if you switch away from that, it takes the volume, it takes the sound away from it to the next device. So if I pick the front HDMI, for instance, and if I plug this HDMI into my laptop here,
Which is turns the TV off as well, obviously.
it doesn't turn the TV off, it
Down
just
sleep.
it puts it into a sleep mode.
Yeah.
The TV won't turn off until you hit the shutdown.
Yeah, okay.
So there's my laptop up on the screen, and I'll just play some music, and that's coming through as well.
It's mono sound, but it's everywhere. Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah. So we'll unplug that one for now. So that's pretty much it for up here. Let's go up to the bar and I'll just show you that lockout functionality.
What, can I just ask you what's
Yep.
that button in the middle there?
That button in the middle does nothing. They come default on here. So what I've done is I've set, you can set these to do anything, but at the moment it's a picture of a light and there is no light. So the home button will always get you back to this screen. So if you go into audio levels and hit home, it should, oh, maybe it doesn't, I have to do that. It should get you back to that screen. And the power button will get you to the shutdown page. That's what it is at the moment. And then these volume up and downs will do the volume up and down.
Yep.
Just on that, that audio in, is that your auxiliary that you got up there?
The aux input is actually at the bar. We're going to go have a look at that.
That audio in there?
This audio in here, this one here,
Yep.
this is if you plug in a laptop on HDMI and the laptop doesn't support sound through the HDMI, then you can plug in a headphones jack for it.
So the
You
auxiliary
should
one's
never have
only-
to use that realistically nowadays. It's more of a legacy thing. But the auxiliary input's at the back. We'll go have a look
So
at
the
that
only
now.
auxiliary input in the bottom.
In the bar, yes.
Making sure nobody walks on that. That's what I'm seeing here.
Just sent you an email, gentlemen.
I'll get this out of it. Fridge and grab it, so we'll put this outside. So that's why we were using it.
Oh,
I was going to say we're using it to cover up the fridge, but clearly we don't need to.